Hello there, gaming fans, as well as my amazing YouTube subscribers, and welcome back to Grand Theft Space. Now, it has been a while since I have done this video, and, it's been requested for so long, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while. But what we're going to be doing today is loading up onto this space shuttle, the NASA Endeavour space shuttle here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is Endeavour. It's like so fast. Look at it. Into space in like, what, 15 seconds, baby? If that. All right, so the first planet we're going to be coming up on is Mercury, obviously the first one in our solar system. So we are going to start there, and we should be coming into landing here shortly. All right, so we're about to land on Mercury. Go drop down my landing gear. And kind of come in a little bit of an angle here. I look for a spot that I'm not going to fall off on any... right here. Fall into a crater or something. All right, just gotta come on, you got this. I gotta come in hot. Coming in hot. There we go. Oh boy. Oh man, if I didn't start turning, that would have been rough. I don't think it's that big of a dip. I mean, it looked like it was a bigger dip from up there, but go ahead and jump out. Gotta unload my vehicle. All right, so I unloaded my vehicle. Go ahead and take off. Let's do a little flying around. See what we got here. This mod right here is so cool. I wish there was, you could like get in here and play like multiplayer with this thing though. This thing is so cool. Don't ask where I stored this thing, by the way. It looks a lot bigger than it is. Let's just say that. Let's just say that it fits perfectly inside the space shuttle in a box. It's more like a little bitty drone. All right, so Mercury is about what you could imagine it being, with it being so close to the sun. Pretty much a barren wasteland of nothing going on. So we actually won't do too much here because there's nothing here to really look at. Just a bunch of sand. And that's about it. Oh, I don't know where my... I hope it's over here. I wish there was a way to navigate around. But to be honest, I don't. Because right now I have no idea where my airplane is. Or my airplane. My space shuttle is. Well. That's not good. Ah, there it is. Oh, man. There for a second, I got worried. All right, so make sure to leave down in the comments below what you guys think of Mercury. Like I said, there's not a whole lot here. It's pretty barren. Nothing really that it could do. Come on. All right, time to load up and head over to Venus. All right, we are coming up on our second planet, which is Venus. Honestly, I can't remember. It has been so long that I cannot remember what it was like here. I think it's kind of the same as Mercury, but I guess obviously just a different color, but I guess we'll see here shortly. All right, we are coming in for a landing on Venus. I can't really see the ground. I can't remember if it works. Oh, there it is. I'll put on the air brakes. Start coasting down. Oh, that was a pretty rough landing, but I'll take it. I'm gonna put a marker this time. That's a good idea. No, I can't put a marker, so it won't matter. See, can I put it? Nope. Nope. I can't. It's useless. I'm just going to have to be careful of how far I go. All right, we got our drone. We're going to jump in it. See, it's not too bad. I mean, you could almost, maybe if you fold it up, get it to fit in here. I don't know. All right. I'm going to try to stay a little bit closer to the ground this time. Try not to lose track of my shuttle over there. All right. So, yeah, a lot of the same. Kind of barren wastelands. Obviously not being able to... I guess I could be wrong. We're going to find water on one of these planets. But yeah, very, very dusty, man. Like, I can only imagine the dust that we're going to be sucking up into these jet engines. I'm just like barely hovering over the ground. I think that's my shuttle, yeah, so we're good. I'll fly around a little bit longer. All right, so that is Venus. So go ahead and head back to the space shuttle, which is just right over there. Not a whole lot to it. You know, you can't really see around. You're just kind of, yeah. So, you know, not a whole lot. We'll go ahead and land and head to the next planet. I could imagine quite a bit of, you know, exploring though. Like, I'm kind of disappointed that more people didn't like jump in and do like mods and stuff for this. You know, this little model that I have here for this little drone thing was added on, but I was kind of expecting more like bases, like moon bases and things like that, and that just didn't come to fruition, which is really, really sad. But let's go ahead and take off and head back into space. All right, obviously the Earth is the next planet, so and we've all been there, I would assume. So, you know, now we're gonna go ahead and head into Mars. So we should be touching down here in just a couple of minutes. But you know, I think this is, you know, it's on the other side of Earth, so we're gonna start getting into the more gas type planets after this one. You know, obviously I look forward to whenever, you know, either SpaceX or United Launch Alliance or, you know, Boeing, whatever, ends up, you know, actually taking people to Mars. I think that's going to be super cool. You know, I don't know if it'll happen in my lifetime, but I know they're planning on it. It's just really cool to see the advancements in technology, to be honest. Really, really cool. All right, so yeah, we have Jupiter over there. I think that's Earth behind me. I couldn't see it fast enough. All right. Yeah, this is cool. Look at like the rolling clouds, dust clouds and stuff. Yeah. Now, at least I could see the ground this time. Won't be so hard to land. Go ahead and pull up at the last minute. There we go. Beautiful landing. And I'll probably be able to see. I'll probably be able to see the shuttle for a greater distance, so I'll probably be able to travel a little bit more when I jump inside the drone. Whoop. Like how it gets out of the side. All right, let's get our drone out. All right, we got the drone out. We're good to go. Over here on Mars. Oh, I haven't even shot this thing. Oh, snap. Dude, that is sick. Look at that. That tears some people up. If I have run into any aliens, they're done for. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep it down closer to the ground again. Not too close this time, because I'll actually be able to fly a little higher without losing sight of the space shuttle. But yeah, so here's Mars. I like the clouds up there. I think, is that supposed to be Earth? That planet right up there? I wouldn't think it'd be another one. I could be wrong though. Well, I thought I was going to be able to stay closer, go a little further from the jet. Don't look like it. The jet. The space shuttle. Really cool atmosphere here though. Just the way they designed it. You know, it's obviously different color scheme and everything else as opposed to, you know, Mercury and Venus. But, you know, they definitely did a great job on this one as well. But, you know, back to what I was saying a little earlier, I am kind of disappointed that I really had high hopes that people were going to really start to do stuff with Grand Theft Space, because it really opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. I really lost my shuttle this time. Like, really lost it. But yeah, so, you know, space, like different things like space shuttles. I didn't even see any new space shuttles come out. You know, they had this thing come out, and a couple of other little items, just a few like astronaut suits. But nothing to the caliber that I was kind of expecting, I guess, in my mind. Again, that's just my mind, not, you know, getting on to anybody or anything, right? They are supposed to be releasing a graphics mod for this at some time, at some point as well, which I think is going to be really neat when that comes out, because it would be cool to see some realistic type of atmospheres and things like that. I don't know how far we are. Oh, wait, oh, there it is. Good grief. Let's go ahead and head back before we lose it again. But I don't know how far that graphics mod is away, but yeah, one can hope it's going to be soon. It says coming very soon, so. But it's said that for a while. I know they do this for free, and it doesn't, you know, it's kind of, it is what it is. There we go. It's a good little landing. There we go. Just gotta coast down. All right, let's go ahead and jump on the space shuttle. Let's go ahead and head over to Jupiter. We have a lot of planets to visit today, so we're going to be doing this quite quickly. Kind of running through them rather fast. Oh, don't look back there. I loaded it up. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and get some speed up. Come on, you can do it. I thought about just flying in the drone and seeing if that worked, but I think that thing goes too slow. And it doesn't really fly very straight. It's more like a helicopter with the jets being down, facing downward. And rotate and up. All right, let's go ahead and head to space. All right, we are coming up on Jupiter right now, as well as Europa over there, which is one of the moons. So I'm going to not be able to land here if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, you're not allowed to land here. You kind of have to fly around, which is kind of sad because I won't be able to get out into my drone and fly it around. But what I might do, if I'm not able to, is I'll go into Jupiter, and then I'll get in my drone and then go back in, because I'm kind of curious to see what happens when you go down too low. Do you just like run into water? Can you like hover above it? Things like that. So I just can't remember. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and jump out now and do that first. Actually, might not be a bad idea. All right, well, that didn't work at all. There it goes, falling somewhere. So I guess I've got to actually have, I got to be on the ground. I can't just, you know, spot it in the air. So yeah, nothing I'm gonna be able to do about that. We're just gonna have to use the space shuttle, which is fine. We'll make do. We will make do. So we'll go from Jupiter then to Europa, as well as followed up by that we'll go to Saturn. Yeah, there's Mars that direction. So we're gonna have all those three right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right, coming into the planet now. You see all the thunderstorms rolling here. I love this planet, man. This one is one of my favorites just because of the storms going on. And not just in the game, but in real life as well. So I'm gonna try to get down a little bit deeper. Sitting here doing a nosedive. But to go down a little deeper into the clouds. But yeah, looking at it, I definitely remember you could not land here. You end up splashing down and not able to get out of the space shuttle. My gosh. I'll learn it eventually. I don't know why I keep messing that up. But yeah, so here is Saturn. You guys make sure you leave down the comments below what your favorite planet is. I just personally like this one because of the storms, but if I remember correctly, Venus is a lot like this, except for it's got more blue. But I could be wrong. Maybe it's Uranus. I can't remember. No, it's definitely not Uranus. I don't know. think it's Uranus. It's been so diluted over the years. There's no telling what it is anymore. Oh man. Yeah, look at that storm going on. The lightning striking across the sky, the Saturn sky. Oh yeah, look at that storm. The lightning striking over there and over there. I don't think I can get much lower before I end up crashing down, so I'm not going to go down too low. But we're going to go ahead and head back out and go to Europa. All right, we are coming in for a landing on Europa, which you can see Saturn off there in the distance, as well as the eye of the storm that's been raging for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. I'd have to actually do some research to find out the exact number. I don't think we know the exact number because, you know, we haven't had telescopes for that long, but, you know, we can guess, and we can, I'm sure they have some sort of scientific ability to find out. Let's go ahead and jump in the drone and have a look around. All right, we are in the drone. I went ahead and got rid of the HUD because what's the point? It just shows my vehicle back on Earth. So we're just going to fly around in here. And because, you know, since I can't even put a marker down, what's the point? It's literally just there to be in the way. So I'm going to try to keep an eye out for the space shuttle. I'm going to go ahead and try to keep it on my 3 o'clock over here. Just kind of do a little circle around. But like I said, you could see Saturn up there, and this is Europa. Pretty cool. It's kind of like a lot of other moons, you know, not a whole lot to it, but some rolling hills and, you know, kind of dusty, I guess is a good way. This kind of reminds me of like a beach, like a like a really sandy beach or something. But, you know, I like it. You know, it's definitely a place that they, you know, put out here and to have us look at something, you know. I don't know what else to say besides that. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and head to something else. We've been here pretty much long enough to look at all the hills and stuff. Oh, boy. Yeah, come on. You can do it. You can do it. This thing is kind of difficult to control. Not gonna lie. What is that? I guess that's first person view. All right, we are on Saturn in the atmosphere of Saturn. Look at this huge ring going around right there. I like this little. I'm gonna fly this thing from now on. This thing is cool. I have a lot more maneuverability in it, and I think it's actually a little bit faster too, which is nice. So I thought this one was the one that had the more colorful one, but it's definitely not. So it might be Uranus that actually has that. I don't know. But, you know, we're not just visiting the planets that are, you know, the normal planets. We're going to visit like Kepler and things like that. So, and unfortunately, since they removed Pluto from the planet system, but, you know, I just want to make sure I give some love to Pluto. Poor Pluto, like the red-headed stepchild of the planets. All of a sudden, they're just not in the family anymore. But I can't get too low, so I'm just gonna fly around out here, just kind of look around. It's really, really nice, though, man. Really nice. Kind of hard not to love it. Kind of hard not to love it. All right, let's go to the next planet, which should be Uranus. I just don't know how to say it without making it sound weird. Uranus? We go to Uranus. All right, we are coming into Uranus now. Yeah, this is definitely the one I was thinking of. See, it's like, I thought it had storms. This one's definitely not the one that has storms raging on it, but it's definitely a prettier color. You know, it's definitely it has that blue hue to it. And I really like that. Of course, I'm colorblind. I'm assuming it's blue. You guys will probably destroy me in the comments if I'm wrong, but you know, it just kind of looks like it to me. But again, another beautiful planet. You can't touch down here either, so we're just going to be floating around in the atmosphere a little bit. I could actually go, let me see if I can go all the way down before I crash. And of course, you don't really know when you're going to crash. So, and there's no, ooh, the altitude, I wonder if it works. So what I'll do is I'll go down to like 1,000 and then I will lower from there. There you go. Nope, because it shows I'm already on the ground. So definitely not going to work there. Really, really neat though. I think this one's my favorite so far. I just wish I could get out and walk around. All right, well, let's go ahead and head to Neptune. All right, so we are in the atmosphere of Neptune. I wonder what that really bright light is. I wonder if that's just like light from the sun, I guess, seeping through the clouds. I don't know. It's kind of weird. This thing has that little ring as well. I remember in one of my last videos, I was trying to chase down whatever that little circle thing is over there. Fun fact, it's water, and you drop into it really quick, and you can't get back out. So there is that. That's always nice. Noise. Oh, we're also going to visit the Milky Way. Wormhole, I think is what it is. Which, you know, just basically leads into deep space. Which, if you haven't watched that video, you definitely should, because that's a really cool video. Find all sorts of different things out and about. Alright, well, I hope you guys did like Neptune. Hopefully, we'll go ahead and head to the next one. Alright, so I realized they actually got rid of Pluto. Poor Pluto, man. Just having a rough couple of years. Oh, snap. But this is Karoon, which is a extragalactic exoplanet. It's like 28,000 light years away. So it is quite a distance out there. But one good thing is I can land here. So let's go ahead and find one of these places to land, and then we will get out and walk around. I still need to figure out where Kepler is. I know it's somewhere, but I wonder what NASA's going to think about with me just like leaving my space shuttle on a planet. Yeah, see, I have not been able to do this in my other videos. This was not an actual thing I was able to do. So this is neat. I'll take it. All right, let's get my Doom buggy out. This is probably the best thing. Yeah, I shoved it in the back here. I just got it in a little case. All right, I am on my lunar rover real quick. I can't really travel very far. Come on. Oh, I shouldn't have let off. I shouldn't have let off. But I can't really travel very far because, I mean, the edge is right there. This thing is not very... Oh my, I'm dead. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's nothing but water down there. Oh, that one's a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Yeah, so this is literally the extent of it. Oh, no. Try this again. I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Whatever. I'll go around. I don't feel like getting up speed again. Essentially just to almost fall off this other side. It's just a bunch of little island type things. You know, they have land mass around, but then it's all water. So let's go ahead and go down there and see if we can get into a little bit of water. Go ahead and load this lunar rover up real quick. Or just leave it here. I'll just leave it here. I've got an extra one in a box. Usually in a shoebox. Alright, let's go ahead and take off. It takes forever to take off, though. To build up speed to take off. It does. Alright. Man, this thing is sweet. This right here. I'm glad I got this thing. I was literally recording and I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I was like, wait a minute, I want that. And I'm glad I did. So I had to like restart my recording. Because it's just too cool, man. To be able to do all this stuff. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this in my space shuttle at all. Oh, that's cool. It's got like a little ramp around it. Whoa! All right, let's go ahead and head to Kepler. All right, so we just left Karoon, is right behind us, and we're going to be heading towards the Kepler B53 wormhole. We're going to go ahead and head through that, and we should end up around Jupiter, and we're going to go ahead and visit Titan right before we finish up heading back home. So coming into the wormhole now, I do remember that planet over there. I don't think it ever gets any smaller. I think last time I was doing this like 3 hours or so, and I was just sitting there going and going and going and never got closer. So, you know, it's just not it's just a planet there, but it's not one you can actually visit. So we're going to go ahead and head through the wormhole now. Get sucked in. It's all trippy, man. It is trippy. All right, so there's the wormhole. Titan should be, there it is. Oh, Saturn. I don't know why I said Jupiter. Saturn. I'll go through the rings real quick. I mean, it's just, they're, you know, the real rings are like a bunch of rock and asteroids kind of rotating around. This right here is just kind of a, you know, just a clouds type structure. Nothing major. So I go through here, then we're actually going to head through the wormhole, not the wormhole, head through to deep space so you can kind of see that. All right, so we are coming into Titan. Coming into Titan now. It looks like definitely some hilly structures here. Oh, it's got some water scattered about. That's really neat. I'm gonna go ahead and try to touch down. Go ahead and touch down and see what we can see down here. Like a whole Subnautica theme going on here. There we go. It's a good little touchdown. See if I can get in the water. It's okay. I'm in a spacesuit. I probably won't melt. All right. So nothing really fancy. Just water on Titan, you know. What else you gonna have on a moon? Not much else. Oh, look at that. Look at Saturn right there. That is super cool. I gotta take a picture of that. All right, so we made it to deep space. And this is what you get. You don't really get much else than this. All right, guys. After spending a little bit of time exploring into the unknown of the empty space that is deep space, decided to go ahead and head back home because that is all of the planets as well as, open nothing in Grand Theft Space. Don't forget about the space station right there. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to go ahead and land back here on Earth. And, guys, make sure to leave down in the comments below if you liked it, if you want to see more of a particular planet. I can visit back and go back now that I've got everything kind of working the way it's supposed to again. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I do hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week coming up. And I will see you guys in the next episode.